Alright, look, I looked into the links set, both the YouTube video and the Department of Justice article, and here's a full picture based on verifiable evidence. You ready? You're not gonna like it, though. Let's start with your YouTube video. A video online isn't automatically proof. Context, editing, and source credibility all matter. And most proof about the 2020 election fraud have been debunked by independent fact checkers and courts. And the thing is, more than 60 lawsuits were filed after the election. Nearly all of them failed in court, including those heard by Trump appointed judges. Let me say that again, Trump appointed judges. And state and local offices from both parties, mind you, confirmed the results through recounts and audits. In fact, the Cybersecurity Infrastructure Agency called the 2020 election the most secure election in American history. So, no verifiable evidence of vote switching machines, fake ballots, or coordinated tampering have ever surfaced. Now for the Department of Justice article you brought up. So, yes, a New Jersey postal worker pled guilty to dumping mail, including a 99 election ballots. And those ballots were covered and re-entered into the mail stream. But here's the thing. Those were 99 ballots out of 158 million cast. That is a 0.00006%, statistically irrelevant to the outcome. So the fact that the worker was caught and prosecuted proves the system detects and corrects these problems. So if the election were actually rigged, there would be massive, organized evidence across states, not a few isolated cases, because that's what you call cherry picking. Now for, well, the Nancy Pelosi claim. Yeah, that's also false. She doesn't control the National Guard. In fact, Donald Trump, who was the president at the time, has the authority through the Department of Defense. And the Capitol Police required guard support before and during January 6th, but the Pentagon officials delayed the approval, not Pelosi. Even Trump's own acting defense secretary, Christopher Miller, testify that no order from Pelosi ever blocked the deployment. In fact, multiple bipartisan investigations confirmed that no Democratic leaders inferred the delay came from confusion and hesitation within the Defense Department. So the video is completely misleading. It's edited to make it sound like Pelosi was in charge of security forces when legally she wasn't. Now here's the big picture takeaway. You ready? Small irregularities happen in every election. Human error, misconduct, or carelessness. But what matters is scale and intent. And 2020 had no evidence of widespread or outcome-changing fraud. Courts, audits, investigations, and bipartisan election officials all confirm this. So the claims of a rigged election fall apart under legal, mathematical, and factual scrutiny. So, if the election were rigged, you would see real evidence in court, not YouTube videos and isolated anecdotes. Anyways, my name is Anime. I was after Pumpkin. Be sure to give me a follow on all my socials, otherwise you won't see my face again. Have a good day.